Hey, what's up, everybody? This is your boy Kenny, and this is If Loving You Is Wrong, Season 3, Episode 11, and this is the season finale. And the name of this episode is Rusty's Brand of Justice. Now, it starts off where it left from the last episode, where Rusty is, going in on Randall, and they're trying to get this boat out into the river so they can dump the baby, but the chain is stuck and they can't get it loose. So pretty much, Randall is begging for his life. He's offering money that he can pay him $100,000, and Rusty, being the cold-hearted bigamist that he is telling him, where the hell you get money from? And he's like, well, and Randall tells him, I'm a doctor. He's like, ain't no such thing as a black doctor. And, you probably got the money from selling drugs. You're a drug dealer and you're a rapist. You can't give me nothing. And then, and then like he's saying, and like he's still, Randall is still begging and pleading that he doesn't kill his son. And he's like, you beg a lot, boy, don't you? And he's still begging, like, don't kill my son, Rusty, don't kill my son. So that's where it opens, where he's, pleading for the life of his son and also for his life. And he's even willing to offer him money, but Rusty's like, no amount of money is going to stop him, because Rusty wants blood. He wants Randall's blood, and he wants to kill that baby. So he's on a mission, and he's not going to be wavered in any way. Next thing you know, we see they're still having problems getting the boat out there. Virginia comes out, and this really pissed me off. This old white bitch comes out with the baby and sits the baby on the ground. And next thing you know, her and Randall are going back and forth. He's like, why did you put the baby on the ground? She's like, that's nice to where he's about to go. And she's just adamant that, there's nothing you can do. And, you're about to die, and so is that damn baby. And she's like, I ain't picking that thing up. I mean, she was just nasty as hell. I mean, Alex's mother is a hateful bitch, and she really showed it in this scene. And then she tells him, see, there's a price to pay when you go after white girls. Why don't you just stick to your own kind? And then Randall's like, we're in love. And she's like, don't you say that. Don't you let Rusty hear you say that? But he's like, but it's true. You knew we're in love. She's like, yeah, I know. And look what it's cost you. You about to die, and that damn bastard is about to die with you. And then she's saying that, and then he's pretty much saying that, I know Alex loves me and all of this. And she's like, she don't love you. And he's like, yes, she does. And Virginia gave him the alert that Alex set up the whole thing. She called us and said that you was trying to take that bastard from her. So we intervened, and that's why you're here. That's why you're about to die, and that's why that baby's about to die. Because here it is, we good Christian people, but y'all done came around and caused all this mess, and now we got to deal with it. And they swear up and down that they are Christians, but yet they're about to kill an innocent child. Really? You're Christians. Go somewhere with that bullshit. And then Randall asks Virginia to pick up the baby. She's like, I ain't picking that thing up. Shoot. If I go over there and pick up that baby, Rusty will knock me sideways. He wouldn't even let me hold him in the car. He rolled on the floorboard all the way here. And then all of a sudden, here come Randall trying to be Mr. Psychoanalysis, starts going in after Virginia. It's like, I know you're not this kind of person. You know, I feel that you could have been somebody, but you actually settled for Rusty. Was it your mother? Was it your father? Oh, yeah. Yeah, your father was the one who told you to settle for that man. You could have had a great life. You could have lived a great life, and you could have been successful. You could have been happy. But yet you had to settle for Rusty. So he's really kind of playing on this psychoanalysis thing, because you know that's what Randall is. Randall's a psychiatrist. So Randall knows how to play those mind games, and he tried it with her, and he got her emotional. So definitely he was definitely getting to her. But then she immediately was like, you know what? I can't. She's like, oh, so what are you, some kind of witch doctor or something? You know, that's the one thing that's worse is a black witch. And she just goes off and is like, you know what? I can't wait till he kills you and he kills that child, and you will be rid from this earth forever. And then goes into the house. And then he's trying to go pick up the, Randall, even though he's tied up, is trying to go pick up the baby. Rusty's like, get away from that thing. Get away from that thing. And I'm like, see, y'all motherfuckers are really trying it right now. Because, one, I can see Randall. Because Randall intentionally went after that fool. And well, I mean, Randall went after Alex, knowing the kind of man Rusty was. So Randall, in a way, pretty much injected himself into the situation. But that baby's innocent, and but then again, he did say on the last episode that child is your sin. So they're treating the baby as a sin. So they're saying a sin has to be destroyed. So they're not looking at the baby as a human being. They're looking at the baby they're looking at the baby as a sin, like a problem, like a serpent. And you know, they say in the Bible about the serpent, you got to cut off the serpent's head. So that in their state of mind, that's how they're seeing that child, as a serpent that has to be killed, and that their sins will not, and that Alex won't be cleansed, and her sins will not be forgiven until you know, they both are rid of. Back at 911, the lady that works, who's a dispatch with 911, talking to Stevens. She tells Stevens about Andrew, and that she said that she hasn't been able to get Andrew on the line at all, and she says that you know, I was trying to send backup to him, but Eddie intersected and said that he would go out there, and you know, and that he's going to meet out with him on Highway 31, and then she tried to get Eddie on the phone, but then Eddie's not answering. So now he knows that Andrew's in danger, because the fact that Eddie, you know, is out there, and that he came out there alone to help Andrew, and then stop 911 from actually sending backup to help him. So Stevens is like, oh my God, what the hell? So, you know, now he knows that, yeah, and Eddie done got to Andrew. Next we see Marcy and Kelly back at Alex's house. Kelly is paranoid because she keeps going back and forth to the door. Marcy is still not telling her that she's pregnant, but Marcy definitely tells something is wrong with Kelly. But then also Kelly can tell something's wrong with Marcy. But Marcy notices that, who's that on your porch? And then Kelly's like, oh my God, oh no. And she's like, is it Travis? She's like, yeah. She's like, well, let me go over there and invite him over. She's like, no. You know, and she's like, what the hell is going on? So Kelly finally confesses to Marcy that Travis has been stalking her. Travis broke into her house, and, you know, and pretty much Marcy tells her that, look, you need to call the police, and you need to call them right now. You need to, get this taken care of. Um, After that, we see Natalie and Lucian are still at the hospital with Joey. Lucian's phone is going off. Natalie's telling him to answer it, but he's not trying to do that. But then eventually she is saying, like, look, this is driving me crazy because I got this, and yet you still want to sit here. Nothing's going on right now. These people need you. You need to answer your phone. So just answer the damn phone. Like, do it now. So eventually Lucian, gives up and he decides to answer his phone, and it's Kelly on the phone. She tells Lucian that Travis has been stalking her and that she wants to get a restraining order against him, and that he's right now sitting on her porch. And while they're in the conversation, she asks him the question, did Ramsey tell you that he was leaving town? And he said, no. He said that he never mentioned that to me at all. And she said that, well, it's funny because there's a note on the door saying that he went back to Utah, and something is just not sitting right with me about that. Yeah, we've been trying to figure this out the whole season, what's been going on with Ramsey. So she pretty much says that, can you send a police officer? Can you come out here to check out the situation and what's going on? So he tells her that he's going to send Rick. So now we know also Rick is FBI. Who's also undercover. So it's a few moles in that precinct, and we know that we figure out that one Stevens is one of them, and we know another one is Rick. So he pretty much says that, look, Rick's a good cop. I'm gonna send Rick out there to check in on you. He's gonna check on your house, and he's also gonna check my new house. I got the keys, and I'm gonna actually send the keys over with Rick, so he'll check it out. She's like, yeah, check the house because it just doesn't seem right that he would just up and leave like that. And then now she confirmed that he didn't even tell Lucian that he was leaving, and he just sold Lucian the house. So things are starting to add up that something went down. But so after that, Kelly sits down with Marcy, and then she's like, so what's going on with you, Marcy? Marcy's still not saying anything. She's like, I know you're going to tell me eventually. And then Marcy's like, there's nothing to tell. I'm like, Marcy, I don't know why the fuck are you trying to hide the fact that you're pregnant? Are you trying to kill this fucking baby? I mean, personally, I think that's what's going on. So somebody needs to get Marcy's ass together and do it now. Because this may be your only time to ever conceive a child. After all this time you've been trying to conceive a baby, I think she doesn't want it to be Brad's. And I think that's why she's not giving a damn that she's pregnant. So, next thing you know, we actually see that Lucian calls Stevens, and as I mentioned before, Stevens is also working with the FBI as well. He tells him to tell Rick to go over to Kelly's house and also check over his house because, one, that Kelly's being stalked by Travis, and then also that something is up with Ramsey and no one's heard from him, and they got this note that said he went back to Utah, but the situation's just not adding up. So, but then while they're talking, they start talking about while they're talking, Stevens actually tells him about what's going on, involving Alice's parents, and also about Eddie and Andrew, and then they also still don't know where Pete is. So a lot is going on, and they said that right now they got FBI on their way to Alex's parents' house to stop this from going on because this is a kidnapping, so the FBI is now involved. And Lucian is adamant with, Lucian is adamant with Stevens to actually, call it in about Eddie. But he's saying, no, I don't want to rock it because we're really trying to take down the Moscata family. We're trying to take down the cartel, and going after Eddie could throw everything off because they know that Eddie's working with them or he's affiliated with them. So, that's Julius and, Julius's family. So, but, at this point, Lucian doesn't care. He's like, look, what, you think I'm just going to sit back and just let this guy to continue to harass and kill people? I'm just going to let this guy just continue to run amok? Call it in. Either you call it in or I'll call it in. He's like, look, I'll take care of it. But he did let him know that FBI is on the way to Alex's parents' house. And then after that, when Lucian goes back in with Natalie, he finally tells Natalie that Alex's parents kidnapped Randall and the baby, and she tells Lucian, like, look, you need to go help them, and then she said that you think, they're going to be able to, bring them home safe with Eddie being out here in these streets? I don't think so. So, because I think, Natalie knows that Alex and Eddie are related. So she's like, look, you need to go help them. They really need you right now. Don't worry about me and Joey. Me and Joey will be fine. You need to go do this. They need you right now. So he finally agrees to go and take care of, to pretty much go help out the situation, and he says that he'll be back. So he finally leaves. Next, we actually see that Rick finally shows up. You actually hear the police siren outside. Kelly goes outside. She actually meets Rick on the porch, and they actually ran Travis's information. His name is Travis Kane, so they have his address. And then afterwards, she had mentioned Ramsey. He's like, oh yeah, Lucian gave me the keys. He goes over there, unlocks the door. He doesn't even go inside, but immediately he calls him back up, and he tells her to go inside. Go inside now. And she's like, but let me come in. She's like, now! Go in the house. So Kelly goes in the house, and you see him actually calling back up in. So pretty much I can sum it up that Ramsey's dead. And that he probably smelled that there was a dead person in the house. So now he's calling back up because he didn't want Kelly involved in that. So she goes in and she tells Marcy that, look, I think something happened to Ramsey. Yeah, we know something happened, but yet it still hasn't been confirmed that he's dead. But based on Rick's reaction, it's kind of implementing that, yeah, Ramsey's dead in that house. And it's just messed up that his mother died in that house, and now Ramsey done died in the damn house. And then now this is supposed to be the new house that Lucian and Natalie are supposed to move in. This is crazy. Like, straight up fucking crazy. Next we see that Rusty is still mad that they still haven't got the chain loose to let the boat out. Next, we see that Randall and Virginia are still going back and forth, and the baby's still crying, and Randall's like, aren't you going to pick him up? And she's like, I ain't picking that thing up. I'm like, see, this bitch is really trying it. So they're going back and forth, and he's like, and he starts to try to swindle her about, that he got money, he got $100,000 in his savings, and they can have it. She's like, do you actually think money's gonna buy your way out of this? Like, no, you're gonna die. We're gonna have your head. We're gonna hang your ass. Like, it's over for you. So no amount of money is going to swindle him at all. No amount of money is gonna swindle, is gonna swindle your way out of this. Your time is up. And then she pretty much saying that, yeah, and that baby, oh yeah, that baby's about to get tossed. Because that baby is pretty much, a curse, and we have to do away with it. and was just real nasty with him about it. So next thing you know, we actually see her going over to try to, sweet talk, Rusty or whatever, saying like, look, why don't we just get the money? He's like, I don't want none of his damn money. He ain't got nothing to offer me. He ain't nothing but a damn drug dealer and a rapist. And she said that, look, why don't we just get the money and kill him anyway? So so Virginia definitely wants that good life, and I think Randall pointed that out when he was psychoanalyzing her, and that moment showed that Randall was on to something about Virginia. So it gets to the point where Rusty gets so fucking mad, he goes over there and he kicks the living shit out of Randall. Like, didn't I tell you to shut the fuck up? You keep on talking. You won't be quiet. You're so damn hard-headed, boy. Like, and next thing you know, Alex shows up. And then she's like, give me back my baby, give me back my baby. And then she's like, no, you ain't getting this baby back. We're going to kill this son of a bitch. It's over. And then like, Randall's like, Alex, he's like, and then all of a sudden he shot that gun, he's like, don't you dare call my daughter by her name. I'm like, damn. And then, Alex goes back to like, Mama, please give me back my baby. And she's like, no, this baby is a sin before God. And in order for God to forgive you, you have to be cleansed, and you're not going to be cleansed until both of them are dead. There's no other way. So I'm like, see, here they go using God as an excuse to do evil. And it's sad because we see this all the time. And we see this, we not only just see this with whites, we also see this with the black community too, where people use God as a way to justify them doing wrong. And so, she's still begging and pleading. They're going on deaf ears. Rusty's telling him to shut the hell up, because Randall's still like, please, Alex, please. So Alex gets to the point, she goes over there and she just cold cock slapped the shit out of Randall. Like, shut up. And pretty much Rusty tells Alex, like, look, why don't you kill him? If you're really sorry and you want forgiveness, kill Randall. Randall started all this, and then like at first, she said that, look, I'm sorry, Daddy. I'm sorry that that I let this man sleep with me. She said, what the hell did you say? What did you just say? And she's like, I'm sorry that I let this man rape me. He's like, oh yeah, that's what I thought. But go ahead and kill him. So she begins to hold the gun up to him. He's begging and pleading. She's like, this is for my son. This is for my son. And she's shaking, holding the gun. And he's begging and pleading for his life. And the next thing you know, Eddie shows up. Eddie shows up and said that, oh, he want to watch. He want to see what's going down. He says that, why the hell you here? He's like, yeah, I want to watch. I want to see what's going down. I don't give a damn about that son of a bitch. I want to see him dead. I actually want to watch him die. And if I can be of any help, I can. And then all of a sudden, I was like, can you please give me back my son? He's like, shut up. I ain't done with your ass yet. So then he's saying, so what's going on? So what's going on, Uncle Rusty? He's like, we're trying to get the party going, but they won't get the damn boat off the damn thing. So he shoots the damn chain. The boat immediately the damn chain goes off and the boat goes into the water. He's like, guess just one shot is all you need. Next thing you know, they decide that they're gonna do away with Randall. So they decide that we're gonna hang his ass. So Eddie decides, oh yeah, let's do this. So they strap up. They put the damn noose around fucking Randall's neck. They start stringing his ass up. And the only thing that saved Randall's motherfucking life was that the FBI showed up. And there was like a massive fucking shootout. Bodies, you know, shots are being shot all over the place, and you know, one of Alex's cousins gets shot, and then the next thing you know, Rusty's ass gets shot, and then all of a sudden, you know, they was about to fucking take down Eddie, but he's like, no, I'm a cop, and then, you know, Stevens is like, yes, he's a cop. So they're still trying to spare Eddie, which is really starting to piss me the fuck off. Like, seriously, like, what's the point? I mean, but then again, they did mention earlier that taking down Eddie would jeopardize their whole case because they're also trying to take down the whole cartel. And taking down Eddie will throw everything else off. So they're still playing around that Eddie's a good cop, even though he's still suspecting, even though he's, you know, suspecting Lucian now, but you know, Stevens is still trying to keep covering, like, look, he's a cop, don't shoot. And next thing you know, we see, so yeah, we actually see that Lucian and Stevens actually show up. They're with the FBI squad. Rusty's ass got shot, so it looks like Rusty's dead. And then Brad shows up, and then once Brad shows up, we look over, and guess what the fuck just happened? This fucking bitch, Virginia, then fucking took the boat in the middle of the fucking lake and got the damn baby hanging upside down and saying, you killed my husband and this is the only way I can get my revenge. And all of a sudden the cop is like, you know, I think I need to take this shot. And he's like, yeah, take it. You're going to have to take this shot. You know, we're going to have to save that child. And it's, you know, it's her or the child. And the next thing you know, it ended. The damn gun went off. And that's how they ended it. I'm like, Tyler Perry, you SOB. Really, man? Like, because I was so geeked up to see what was going to happen. You know, but we have to wait until the season comes back, because I think this is like a mid-season finale. I don't think it's a full finale. But when it comes back, I'll know for sure. But yeah, that's my review for tonight. Personally, I do got some issues, because my whole thing is that this story needs to move, and it needs to move a lot faster than it is. And another thing, I'm still pissed that Eddie is still walking around. You know, I don't understand why they're still keeping Eddie alive, but maybe when the season comes back, that can actually be referred to us. And another thing, they never really fully confirmed what happened to Ramsey. And we've been waiting all damn season to find out what happened to Ramsey. And just finally, the last damn episode of the season finale, they finally sent somebody over to Lucian's house to see what's going on. And I'm just to the point where I'm like, Tyler Perry, we need to do better for If Loving You Is Wrong. Because I am a fan of the show, but lately, I've been getting upset. And I don't like being upset, especially when it comes down to when I really want the show to move and I want certain developments to happen. But I can say this was a good season finale, because a lot did go down. I mean, that shoot down with the FBI was everything. And, you know, the fact that they was literally about to hang Randall's ass, yeah, bruh. You literally survived by the skin of your motherfucking chinny chin chin. But yeah, but that's my review for tonight. Subscribe to my channel. Leave comments down below. Like this video, share this video, and I will definitely be back when Loving You Is Wrong comes back. Hopefully, when it comes back, we actually gonna have, you know, a better show, and I hope Tyler can really focus on, you know, making the story move a lot better. So I thank you guys for your support, and until next time, take care.